Yes, Mr. Goff, we've seen in the last few weeks quite a bit of discussion in the media around the suggestion by the Labor Party and your coalition partners of imposing water charges on irrigators to help fund the repair of degraded water systems within New Zealand. Now, a lot of that discussion has centred around the fact that Canterbury dairy farmers use a lot of water, they've got lots of money, they can afford to pay the charges. Now, I'm an irrigated farmer on the Canterbury Plains, but I'm an arable farmer, and we produce grain and seed products that make bread and various other arable products. Now, the water charge on my property under your proposal would be a charge of $234,000 per annum. Now, that is greater than the net farm surplus of my farming business. The only way that our business could pay your water charge would be to convert our arable farm to dairying. Now, is it the intention of your policy to force the conversion of all arable land in Canterbury to dairying land use, and how does taxing my water use, how is that justified to use that money to repair a degraded river system in South Auckland? Thank you.
Yeah, well, I've just got to say this, in terms of irrigation, there's two people that can pay for the supply of irrigation water. It can be paid for by those that use it and profit from it, or it can be paid for by the taxpayer. And I don't have any room to have the taxpayer pay for a whole lot of things that is going to be for the benefit of the productivity of the land that you might use that water to irrigate for. So it is a user pays approach. I make no apology for that. I'm happy to sit down at any time and talk with you as we work through those policies and how they might be applied. I'm not at all interested in putting you out of business, but I've got to say, you know, whether it's an industrial plant or an agricultural plant, if there's a resource that's being used for your benefit and for your commercial viability and profit, then the first place we should look to pay for it is the person that's using it.
Sir, if I may, we're using water from underground groundwater systems. We're not relying on any taxpayer-funded irrigation system to deliver that water to us.
Okay, no, that's fine, and I'm happy to have a longer discussion and have a discussion with Brendan Burns about that as our water spokesperson. He's down in your patch, so should be able to get hold of him.